Hey everybody, this is Matt and we're at Texas Toast Guitars. Thanks for watching. Today I am in front of a new tool that we have in the shop, and it is my Grizzly 3 horsepower shaper. This is the tool that struck fear into the hearts of junior high kids in Texas where I grew up. Of all the stuff that they let us basically goof around with when I was in 8th and 9th grade, the shaper was absolutely, positively off limits. But essentially what the shaper is a very, very powerful upright spindle tool that can be configured in ways that your router table can't. And in the case of my new Grizzly 3 horsepower shaper, it is way more power than any router table ever thought about having. So let's have a look and see what makes the shaper a cool tool to have. We have configured our shaper with it's got a rub collar here for pattern work, and we have an carbide insert pattern cutting bit. And as you can see, you can raise that thing up just like you would a router table, or you can lower it. The other cool thing about a shaper is it has a reverse direction. So let's see if we can get that in the camera here. So in addition to your standard start and stop, you also have, let's see here, we are unplugged. I don't know if you can see that or not, but right there it says that it is in the off position. It also has a forward position and a reverse position. So why would anyone care about having a forward position and a reverse position? Well, because the cutters for the shaper are configurable, you can put the cutter on so that it cuts going clockwise, or you can put it on upside down so that it cuts counterclockwise. So for example, if you were using this template here, and you notice that as you were coming around this way, you notice that you always got tear out right here. Well, what you could do is you could configure the shaper to cut the opposite direction and turn the spindle going in the reverse direction, and you could actually come at this problem area the opposite way and eliminate or at least reduce the tear out. Now this spiral cutter with the carbide inserts is also good for eliminating tear out. One, because it's 3 inches around. As many of you will know, the spiral cutters go a long way to reducing and eliminating tear out, but the bigger the cutter you have, the less likely you are that you're going to have chips and stuff. That's just sort of a general rule, and that works just as well with your router table as it does with your shaper or any other tool for that matter. So if you're cutting a neck, like this and you always get tear out right here or right here because you're using a 1/4 inch bit, well, if you upgrade to a 1/2 inch bit or 3 inch bit, 3 inch cutter, you can virtually eliminate tear out. This was done with a 1/2 inch spiral cutter on the router table. Clearly we have our shaper set up with a rub collar for doing pattern work. And I know what you're thinking, well, my router table's already set up for doing pattern work. Yeah, but what we want to do is we want to be able to run an entire body. We want to be able to run 1 3/4 inch body with a template on it all the way through and have it come out ready to go in one pass with no tear out. So another cool thing about the shaper for the way that we build guitars is we're going to use it to make necks. Here is an oversized neck template that I made really to show you guys another cool feature of the shaper, and that's these spring-loaded arms here. So as you can see, with even with the oversized table here, we've got some kind of ability to fall, and we can rock back and forth this way. Well, the shaper comes with these spring-loaded arms. Now you could, I'm sure, put these on your router table too, but once you just buy a shaper, I did, As you push the piece through, you've got a push stick maybe back here and maybe something pressing the template against the rub collar. And you can run this guy through, and at some point you're going to come off of this now rear spring, the leading spring, and you're going to go onto this other spring here. And it just kind of helps everything stay put. You know what I mean? There's probably a little bit of wiggle, but most of that's because I'm not on the actual thing. And you push this guy through and it'll help hold everything in place. And it'll eliminate a lot of that kind of wobbly action there. So the Shaper is a cool tool if you are into old school tools like I am. And we are going to fire this dude up. Maybe we'll do another video on using the Shaper coming up in the future if you guys think that would be something cool. So if you have any questions about the Grizzly 3 horsepower Shaper, please leave them in the comment section below. If you like content like this, make sure to subscribe. And if you like the video, give us the thumbs up. This is Matt at Texas Toast Guitars reminding you that if you're so smart, build it yourself. That's what I do. Thanks for watching, everybody.